What's up, everybody? So we are still here in the studio, and we are still giving you SHOT Show 2022 coverage. So we are still bringing you all the new releases because we've been able to see them even though we didn't get to attend SHOT Show. So we're going to be bringing you all of these new releases and showing you all the cool new stuff coming from SHOT Show 2022. Before we get started, though, if you like this video, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you will know when we drop new videos and bring you all the new product lines for 2022. Now, without further ado, let's light that up. So in today's video, we're going to be featuring, and I'm sure you read the title of the video already and saw the thumbnail, we're going to be featuring and showing you all of the new 2022 releases for Benchmade and Spyderco. And that's what a lot of people have been really buzzing about online, and we know you guys want to see them. So we're going to talk about them a little bit, talk about the features, and on some of them talk about when they're going to be here, because we do have launch dates on some of these. So first off, we're going to go over Spyderco. They've only got a few releases right here for the beginning of the year, and that's all we're going to be seeing right at the beginning of the year. Now, that's not to say there's not going to be more coming down the pipe later on in the year as people catch up with production. And, you know, you've heard the same thing. We've talked about these same issues across the board with a lot of different companies trying to get caught up with demand and trying to get caught up as far as materials goes as well. So it's very, very difficult right now. But everyone's navigating this very smoothly, and we're still bringing you new knives, and that's what you want to see, and that's what we want to see. So we're going to get right into it, and one of the most talked about knives, and we're going to show them up here on the screen. I don't actually have them in hand right now, but we have seen them. But one of the most talked about knives that we've seen, and one of the most polarizing overall, has been the stovepipe. It's going to be a sprint run coming from Spyderco, and there's only going to be a limited number of these. And I got to say, me personally, I think they look really, really freaking cool. Now, this stovepipe is coming in with a $600 MSRP. Street price and retail price is going to be, street price is going to be somewhere around $420 to $450, somewhere in there. Don't know for sure what that's going to be, what that's going to look like, but that's about what the area that it's going to be in. And a lot of people are really, really downing this thing because of the price. But I implore you to look into the materials and look into everything going into this. This is a sprint run, and it is a very specialty knife compared to what they usually manufacture. And this stovepipe is coming in at 6.75 inches overall, 2.78 inch blade length. The steel is going to be CPM 20 CV, and I was talking about this with someone the other day. A lot of people don't think about 20 CV being such a premium blade steel, but it really is. As far as how it tests, it is right up there at the top. I mean, there's still very, very few steels overall that can even come close to it. All around, it is still in the top three as far as I'm concerned, as far as premium blade steels. Right up there with M390. MagnaCut's going to be making a contention for those top spots, but CPM 20 CV is going to be one of the best, definitely in the top 5 all-around blade steels. So nothing to sneeze at right there. Amazing blade steel from 20 CV. Close length is 4 inches. Edge length is going to be 2.65 inches. Weight coming in at 4.9 ounces for a decent-sized knife, and that's not bad. Because this is a chunk of 20 CV. If you're looking at it right now, that's a thick boy right there. And this is coming in with titanium handles, and that's another thing that's really driving up the price. It's going to be a frame lock, and this thing is looking really cool. I'm loving that blade shape, loving that style, hollow grind on that, coming out of Taiwan. Of course, one of their premium manufacturing facilities for their premium lines from Spyderco. And I tell you what, I'm really, really digging that thing, and really, really looking forward to seeing that one very, very soon. So up next, we've got the Urban Ivory G10 Damasteel Sprint Run with those ivory colored handles, and this thing is looking wicked. Very different from a lot of the things that you see from Spyderco, and that's what I love about it. Very contrasting, and this one's coming in with a $400 MSRP. Street price is going to be a little bit lower than that, just as with the stovepipe. So we're going to wait and see what that's going to look like. But this one looks really cool. Let's go over the features of this one. Overall length is 5.92 inches, blade length 2.44 inches, closed length of 3.45 inches, weighing in at 2.1 ounces with those G10 handles. Ambi wire pocket clip. I know a lot of people love those wire pocket clips. I do too. Really dig those things. They flip around really easily. They don't really drag on the pocket. They don't rip up your pockets. They're nice and smooth. Tip up carry position. And this one is being called a slip it lock type. So this is their slip joint type pattern. And this thing looks wicked with that Damasteel. Now, we've talked about on the channel before what Damasteel is. And what they've done is they've taken premium powdered metal, powdered metallurgy, and then formed it into Damascus. So they've taken powdered steel and they formed it into Damascus, basically. Now, which ones, it really depends, but without going into too much detail, that's essentially what they've done is they've taken powdered blade steel, powdered metallurgy, and formed it into Damascus. So they've taken blanks of powdered steel and pattern welded them over top of each other and then formed them into Damascus. So that one's really cool, and really looking forward to that sprint run. And I know a lot of people look forward to these sprint runs from Spyderco every year. They're looking fantastic, and really excited to see those and see those in hand. And of course, they are sprint runs, so there's only a limited amount made. And once they're gone, they're gone. So once they come in, if you're wanting one or even on the fence about it, you better jump on it and decide really quick, because they're not going to last very long. They never ever do. Now, as far as their new releases for their product lines, their regular product lines and their regular production, one that looks really great, and I'm really digging this one, coming in with a $71.50 MSRP. It's going to be a little bit lower than that street price. The Persistence Lightweight, and this one's coming in several different versions. It's coming in with a black blade, partially serrated, fully serrated. And this one's coming in, overall length is 6.9 inches, blade length of 2.77 inches, 8CR13 MOV blade steel, closed length is 4.13 inches, weighing in at just 3.3 ounces, excuse me. Ambi pocket clip can be flipped around, and this one is a 4-way pocket clip, so tip up, tip down, or ambi, and that thing looks really, really cool. With this one, they're taking the features of a couple of different knives and really rolling them into one and making a very ergonomic, very affordable package right there if you're looking to get into Spyderco knives. And another one that's really cool that I'm really digging and really looking forward to is the Stretch 2XL Lightweight. And this one looks fantastic. Coming in with a $160.50 MSRP. Overall length is 8.85 inches. Blade length is 3.92 inches, so a little bit longer. Coming in with VG10 blade steel. So upgrade on the blade steel. 2.7 ounces is the weight for a nice large knife with the lockback design. And this thing is looking really cool. 4-position pocket clip, lockback, full flat grind. I mean, just what Spyderco is really known for. Really dependable knives, good blade steel, and something that's going to be there every time you need it. And that one's looking really good as well. Now we're going to get into the new Benchmade knives for 2022. And we're only going to do the 2022 collection Omni launch scheduled for the first half of the year. We'll talk about the second half of the year and the other new models coming out later on. But right now, we just want to focus on what's coming out soon and immediately. And the first ones that are coming out, the first one is going to be the Shootout. And that's the one that everybody's talking about and everybody's really, really looking forward to. So we're going to take a look at that one first. So the Shootout is going to be released on February 3rd. That's the Omni release date on that one. That one's going to be available on February 3rd, coming in at $270. The Shootout features a 3.51-inch CPM crew wear blade steel. So there's going to be an OTF auto with a Tonto blade, the FD Cerakote finish. It is a dual action out the front automatic with the thumb slide open and lock. The handles are black CF Elite carbon fiber with an ambidextrous stainless steel tip down pocket clip and a carbide glass breaker. Blast breaker. Yeah, there we go. Glass breaker. It's 4.71 inches closed, 8.22 inches overall, and weighs in at just 2.8 ounces. And, of course, with it being an auto made right here in the USA, that's an insane lightweight out-the-front auto for its size. I mean, insanely lightweight. And with carbon fiber, that's a great price on that. $270 for an out-the-front auto with crew wear blade steel on that Tonto blade. It is coated with that Cerakote finish, and it's only 2.8 ounces with the carbon fiber handles. I mean, that's just phenomenal. That thing is going to fly off the shelf, and really, really excited to see that one and to see how well that one does. Like I said, that one's going to be released on February 3rd is when you will have that one available. Now, next up to be released is going to be the Readout. And this one's looking really cool. I'm really digging this one. So the Readout is going to be released on February 4th. And this one's coming in really interesting. So this one's going to come with either the straight blade or the partially serrated. That's the way I refer to it, straight blade. You might not. You might disagree with me. You're probably going to correct me in the comments. That's okay. I don't care, really. But we do like reading the comments, though. Please comment. It gets very, very entertaining at times. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Greg and I usually have a nice laugh at the comments every morning. So please correct me on that. I'm going to love to read that. You guys are out of control in the comments, and that's what we love. So the Benchmade Readout is, like I said, it comes in a partially serrated and a non-serrated. Features a 3.55-inch D2 tool steel, partially serrated or not serrated drop point blade with the black Cerakote finish. It is a manual folder with ambi thumb studs and a sturdy axis lock that you know and love from Benchmade. The handles are Overlander gray Grivery with a forest green Grivery grip. Black coated stainless steel tip-up pocket clip and lanyard hole. It is 4.75 inches closed, 8.29 inches overall, and made right here in the USA. And that green insert is, you can see, has a very aggressive texture to it, and I'm really digging that. I think that's going to be great. I really like the way it looks, and I think it's going to be awesome for grip, especially if you've got gloves on, keeping that from getting too slippery. Like a lot of times, even like if it gets wet or something, if you've got gloves on, even if it does have a little bit of texturing to it, it's still going to end up very slippery with gloves on. And this, with how aggressive that texturing is, I think it's going to be a really, really great deal. That one's coming in at $162. Next up is going to be the SHOT Show exclusive. That one's going to be released on February 7th. Now, that's going to be your standard mini Adamas, and it's going to be coming in with the red G10 handles, and those look really nice. And those are going to be a limited run. So once we get those, what we get is what we get, and when we run out of them, that's all there's going to be. That's going to be that SHOT Show exclusive. Those are going to be coming out, like I said, February 7th. That's going to be the release date on those. So we will keep you posted on when those come in, and we're really looking forward to those. Mini Adamas, of course, is great. The crew wear blade steel, and I've talked numerous times. It's probably in my top 2 favorite knives that I bought all last year, and really, really dig that thing. It fits in the hand great. It's a great heavy duty, heavy use folder. Really, really loving that thing. Next up, released on February 10th. That is the Omni release date for this next one, is the Benchmade Anonymous, the Annie Mouse. And this one's coming in at $261. It's a nice fixed blade. The Benchmade Anonymous features a 5-inch CPM crew wear tool steel drop point blade with a stonewash finish and a textured OD Green G10 handle. Full tank fixed blade is 0.11 inches thick with the black coated stainless steel hardware and lanyard hole. It is 9.83 inches overall, weighing in at just 5.94 ounces, and includes the black Kydex sheath with the belt loop. And this one is looking really, really cool. Love the full tank construction. This one's going to be a great, no-nonsense, straightforward bushcrafting knife. And that's something that you don't really think of Benchmade necessarily first and foremost, but I think they've done a fantastic job with this. I think the crew wear tool steel is going to be awesome as a bushcrafting type knife, and coming in with that Kydex sheath already as well. I think this is going to be a great bushcrafter, a great outdoor knife, great hunting knife. Coming in at $261, I think that's going to be a great release right there. Now, staying in the month of February, February 24th is going to be the Meat Crafter. And there's a couple of different Meat Crafters coming out. There's going to be the carbon fiber and the OD Green G10. Now, the carbon fiber is going to come in at $360. The OD Green G10 is coming in at $270. Now, these are going to be the same as the very similar. Now, I won't say the same, but very similar to the Meat Crafter that came out last year and has been insanely popular. These are going to be just a little bit different. So, on the carbon fiber, this one features a 6.08-inch CPM S45VN stainless steel trailing point blade with the blade's orange Cerakote finish and black carbon fiber handle. It is a full tang fixed blade, 0.09 inches thick, with hollowed rivets and a lanyard hole. It is 11.06 inches overall, weighing in at just 4.52 ounces, and includes that orange bolter-on sheath with the belt loop. And that thing's going to be insanely slicey at just 0.09 inches thick. Really looking forward to seeing that one. I mean, that's going to make a great camp knife. That's going to make a great fillet knife. Whether you want to use it in your kitchen or if you want to use it outdoors. With the CPM S45VN blade steel, I think that's going to be a phenomenal option. Now, the OD Green G10 version is coming in very similar. It's got the same specs overall. Same weight, same everything, except this one's coming in with the G10 handle instead of the carbon fiber handle. Same blade material, and this one's going to have the stonewash finish instead of the orange finish. So check those out. Like I said, $360 for the carbon fiber, $270 for the OD Green G10. Next up, also in the month of February, is going to be February 17th. I got a little bit out of order there, but that's okay. But it's going to be the Claymore, and we've got several different versions of the Claymore coming out. One in black, one in Ranger green, and really looking forward to these things. They're going to come in at $207, and I think that's a great deal, a great starting point for awesome, very dependable automatic from Benchmade. Now, the Benchmade Claymore Auto Drop Point Ranger Green features a 3.64-inch D2 tool steel drop point blade with the black Cerakote finish. It is an out-the-side automatic with the push-button open and the slide safety lock. 5.02 inches closed, 8.64 inches overall, and weighs just 3.87 ounces, and incredibly ergonomic. And that's going to be the same specs across the board with both of those. Just one is going to be the Ranger Green with the black Cerakoted blade. The other one is going to be black with the black Cerakoted blade. And those are going to be great deals right there, coming out on February 17th. Next up is going to be the Gold Class, and that one's looking insanely slick. I really dig this thing. Let's take a look at these pictures of it and let you go ahead and get to salivating right there. This thing's coming in with the axis lock. It is the mini Osborne, and it's coming in with beautiful fat carbon handles. those Arctic Storm fat carbon handles with the aqua anodized bolsters, gold-plated floating backspacer, which looks really, really sick, and really loving that Damasteel blade to go right along with it, and the matching thumb studs that really match up well to those aqua anodized bolsters. And this one's coming in with a blade thickness of 0.104 inches, so super slicey. Open, it is 6.76 inches overall. Closed, 3.84 inches, weighing in at just 2.24 ounces. And handle thickness of 0.43 inches, just under a half an inch. And that thing looks absolutely beautiful. And I tell you what, you know, every year we talk about the gold class coming out from Benchmade for that year, and it seems like they knock it out of the park every single time, and this year is no exception. That thing is gorgeous, and really looking forward to seeing that beautiful mini Osborne, the gold class. That's going to be released April 26th, so keep an eye out for that one. And then the final one that is going to be released in the first half of this year is going to be May 2nd, and that's going to be the Weekender. And after that one is going to be Blade Show, and they'll have their releases for the rest of the year. But for the first half of the year, the last one is going to be the Weekender. Really, really digging this. So if you really like and are really looking for a multi-tool type pocket knife, this one is going to be a phenomenal option. Now, we've got two different versions here, both coming in at $225. The Weekender, we've got it in the cool gray G10 and the dark brown micarta. Now, both of these are going to have the same specs, so I'm going to go over these. CPMS 30V stainless steel clip point blade and spear point blade with the stonewash finish. The handles are, of course, dark brown micarta or cool gray G10 with a fold-out bottle opener and orange anodized aluminum pivot rings on the dark brown micarta, olive drab anodized aluminum pivot rings on the cool gray G10. 4.08 inches closed and weighs in at 2.28 ounces, made right here in the USA. And that's going to be the final one released in the first half of this year. Like I said, May 2nd, coming in at $225. Really, really excited to see those. Honestly, really excited to see all of these. And as soon as we have them in hand, you're going to see them right here. They're going to be up online and available. You're also going to see us promoting them and showing them to you as soon as we get them in, so that you can see that we've got them and you can see what they look like in hand. Folks, thank you so much for watching this. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's been me, TC, here with Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. And remember, if it cuts like a Spyderco or Benchmade 2022 SHOT Show release, then we carry.